Big Guy Fitness, Daily Journal, day 13. It's August 3rd, it's Sunday. We're going into week 3 of this documenting the progress. And today I want to talk a little about my resistance training and weight training and how I organize my days. Because there's a lot of different ways to do it. When I first started this out, it was really just intermittent fasting for 3-4 months. Long fasting, 24, 36, 48 hours, sometimes close to 72 hours. But that was for a different reason. It was for losing fat and visceral fat. And it was also for healing the gut and getting all my my lipid panels and blood work back in order as far as cholesterol goes and everything. So I wasn't doing any weights, and they say a lot of times when you're doing that kind of thing, caloric deficit, you really shouldn't do too much strenuous weight training, and just do these in little groups of things where you're cutting, losing, then you're maintaining in a phase for a couple 6 to 8 weeks, 12 weeks, then you're bulking if you want to gain muscle. But at the same time of bulking, don't do a lot of fasting. You want to keep your caloric intake a little higher with more protein. Those are all different stories. But as far as the weight training goes, the way a lot of people do 3-day splits, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, whatever works for you. There's a push-pull legs system where you do a 3-day where 1 day is all push muscles, one's pull muscles and legs. And what I tend to do that always worked for me, even back in the day, was a 4-day split. So I do Monday and Thursday are the same, Tuesday and Friday are the same. Wednesday I sneak in anything that's random, or actually Wednesday is like lower back, I'll get to it. Saturday and Sunday are random days. Those are, if I'm just feeling like it, I'll get some extra things in. Every one I tend to do some push-ups for the most part, whenever throughout the day, at night, just sitting on the couch and I feel like moving a little bit, I'll do some push-ups. I got those perfect push-up things. They work great. Sometimes I'll do some abs. I try to lay off those because abs really tend to need the most time to rest. They're a delicate muscle. They tend to need like 3 days rest, where everything else you can get away with 2 days, maybe even 1 day if you don't push too hard. So my splits are this. Basically Monday and Thursday I do biceps, triceps, and I do one thing of shoulders. So my biceps, I have a workout little thing with pulleys and stuff in my office, and it's something I bought like about 14 years ago, and it's, I think, something by Impex. I think you can get them at Walmart and Target and whatever. They're only like $400 or $500 now. Great little system. I think there's only like 140 pounds there. I don't do real heavy weights. I do a lot more reps. So I do 5 sets. Everything I do right now is pretty much 5 sets of 20. And I keep adding weights. So my arms, I'll do these bicep curls with a rod or whatever you call it, and a bar, and it's got a pulley, and I'll do that 5 sets of 20. I'll start adding 10 pounds for every set, and I'll get to the 20 for the first 2. The next ones, the weight's so heavy, I get maybe to 18, and then I'll be the next one struggling at 15, and the last one I tend to, instead of adding weight, I'll take off another 10 pounds so I can get through the full 20. That tends to work for me, and you get such a pump. Your arms are huge, or they feel huge. Then I'll do the triceps, which is basically a cable pull down bar, and I'll do those, just pulling down the bar down to here, pulling it back up, blah, blah, blah. So I do the same thing. I add weights all the way into the last set where I take off a little bit of weights. Then I go and I have a medicine ball. I have 2 different medicine balls. These are great because I don't have a bench, and I like this a little better. It's not as stable. A lot of times they say you should have a stable bench so that your technique's perfect, but I figure it out to where my technique's really good enough. I have 2 different ones. I have a really big one that takes my whole body, and another smaller medicine ball where my shoulders kind of hang off. And what that's great for is it really supports your shoulders. It's almost like having somebody support you behind and hold your shoulders, because I have bad shoulders. So it's almost better than a bench because I don't need somebody helping me. It kind of helps. Problem is, if you do it too fast, you'll bounce off the medicine ball, and you definitely don't want that. So those I will do. That's for the chest day. So the medicine ball is a great thing, but what I do with the arm day is I just grab dumbbells and I do the same thing. I just do regular chest or biceps. Sometimes I'll do the straight ones. Sometimes I'll do the ones that come across your chest this way. 5 sets, add weights each time, same system. And that's for biceps. And then for triceps, I'll do the overheads, and I'll do the one arm, and I'll do that. And sometimes I'll use my other arm underneath when I get close to 20 to help push that up just a little bit. And that's my bicep tricep workout. Then the shoulder that I do for that day is I just do these. I do 20 of these, or I do 10 of these, and then I'll turn my arm in and I'll do forward ones, and I'll do that, right? So that's kind of hitting here. And that's where I tend to get this little cut here that I'm getting, it's building up this muscle. I like the way that's looking. So that's my arm day. And with that, I end up doing abs. I have an ab roller that has a spring that comes back. And it's really, really cool because it helps you. You push all the way out, you lay on the ground, and then it comes all the way back. Like the spring allows it to help assist you pull back. If you let it go, it will roll all the way back. The spring's loaded that much. So that is my arm day. My chest day, which is Tuesday and Friday, on the machine that I have in my office, I just do the push-outs, the regular chest, keep adding 5 or 10 pounds for every set. And then I also do, what's the other chest one? Oh, then I have the chest that you put your arms here and you do the flies in. It's supposed to get inside here. Then I go to the medicine ball and I do the same thing. I do regular chest and I do flies on that medicine ball. 5 sets of 20, adding weights. Last set I drop it a little bit. Then on that day, I do shoulders as well, but I do the shoulder flies forward, and I also do the shoulder flies out. 5 sets of 20. And then instead of doing abs, I'm doing lower back, which is a bent over row. I'll get into this too, because this is really important. Abs just need these 2 exercises. The stretchy thing, there's multiple ways you can do that. And the lower back where you do bent over row, but you're not stiffening your leg. If you stiffen your legs when you do the bent over row, you're getting more hamstring. If you let your legs bend just a little bit and you focus on your lower back, you get that. And once you do the lower back, you end up, this stuff wraps around because the muscle in your back pulls this stuff around. So that's all I do on those days. So that's pretty much my whole week. And then on Wednesday, I will do some legs, glutes. I'll do some lats. I'll lean down and I'll pull the bar this way to get my back muscles. I actually have an overhead thing too that I do my back, my upper back. Wednesday I tend to skip a lot, which is really bad. But again, I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder. I'm just trying to get in better shape and get ripped as much as I can at 53. So then, on the weekends, I just tend to do some things. If I missed anything or if I did skip that Wednesday, I will do those things on the weekend throughout Saturday and Sunday. And I tend to do, like I said, push-ups randomly throughout the day. I'll do 2 sets here, and then a couple hours later, if I just feel like it, I'll do some more. So, and then I will do some abs on the weekend because that gives me the 3-day. If I do, on Thursday's my last ab day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sometimes I'll do a few abs, even though Monday I'm going to hit them again. But yeah, it's kind of whatever you feel, especially if you're inspired, just do it, go with it. So those are my splits. It works for me. I'm feeling like I'm getting a lot of gains, especially in my chest. I feel like the visceral fat's gone for the most part, and I have a chest instead of titties now. All right, guys, like and subscribe. Please comment. I'd love to hear where you are on your journey, and let's keep working this. I will see you tomorrow, start of week 3, and I hope everybody's doing well.